Hey, what's going on? Appliance Boot Camp, family and friends, old fashioned ice cream, Facebook family and friends. This is Mike Sneed coming to you real quick. Thank you all for actually joining us tonight. I want to thank like to thank everybody for joining. Tonight we're gonna have a special guest. We're gonna have Miss Roxanne from Actual Appliance Repairman. She's gonna be on. Be telling you all how you can get more service calls. Everybody been crying. Every time I turn around, somebody's crying, talking about how can I get more service calls? Is it slow out there where you at? How many service calls are y'all getting a day? So we're gonna bring Miss Roxanne on. Miss Roxanne is gonna actually tell you all how you can get more service calls. And so you all don't have to be going on Facebook and all these social media places crying and wondering every day about how to get more service calls. So give me 1 second. We're gonna bring Miss Roxanne Cross on. Hey, how you doing, Roxanne? Welcome back to Appliance Boot Camp.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me. It's been a while.
Yeah, no. Hey, I don't know if you in the Facebook groups and on social media, but just about every day you see two or three people asking, "Hey, how can I get more service calls? It's slow out here. How can I increase my call volumes? Is it slow where you live at? How many calls you doing per day?" So I decided you reached out and it was a great time for you to come back out. Just remind people how they can get some more service calls so they don't have to go there and every day wondering why they are slow. So I'll let you introduce yourself. You'll go right ahead, Miss Roxanne.
Okay, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Roxanne, and I work at the Appliance Repairman. I'm kind of floating out there in the ether of the appliance repair world, so most people have bumped into me on YouTube or in person or some other such way. But for those of you who've never seen me before, I work at the Appliance Repairman, and essentially what we do is subcontracting. And Mike, you're absolutely right. I do this for a living, so pretty much every minute of every day, I talk to technicians that are having a hard time getting calls, and they're on the internet, they're Googling, and I have heard all the stories, the horror stories, the I sunk $3,000 of my money into Google Ads. Angie's List ripped me off. Home Advisor took my credit card, and they're still charging me to this day. And we're going to small claims court. Like I've heard everything that there is to hear about the horrors of running into the wrong people when you're trying to get jobs. So I'll just give you guys my pitch real quick and I'll keep it simple. Essentially, what we do at the Appliance Repairman is we take care of all the back office stuff. So we advertise, we talk to the customer, they call us, we book the appointment with them, we get everything ready to go. And I specifically stay away from the word leads. I don't like the word leads. They have a bad rap, and I don't think we are lead generators. We actually provide real jobs. So if you jump on our platform, you open up an account and jump on our platform, you'll be able to see work orders in your area that have a date and a time on them. There's a customer's name and an address attached to them. And all you got to do is click a button to accept them. And so right around at this point of my spiel is when the questions start popping up of like, okay, well, how much is this going to cost me? How much are you going to charge me per lead? What's the membership fee? It's 0.00. It's completely free to use our platform and to accept jobs. Our business model is not focused on making money off of the technician. The way we see it, it's the customer needing the service. So we charge the customer. And so when a technician accepts a service call, it's their responsibility to go out there and do it. Once you're out there, you sell the job. You pitch your quote directly to the customer. You don't have to go through me for approval. It doesn't have to go through, all this red tape. You're speaking directly to the customer. If they say yes, you make it happen. You charge what you think is fair for parts and labor, and you move forward with it. And when it's all said and done, you collect the money and it goes straight in your pocket, just the way you would on any regular service call that you got on your own. We make our money, our portion of it, off of the service call fee. So you can think about it as the customer pays us a fee to send them a technician, and then they pay the technician to actually do the repair itself. So we keep a part of the service call fee. The amount that we normally keep is $69.99, but there's some service call fees that are way higher than that. So an easy example is a commercial appliance. We charge $120. Dishwasher, we charge $95. So any service call where the fee is higher than the $69.99 that we keep, the difference goes to the technician. So you get your cut of the service call fee plus whatever you make off of the repair. If you don't get a repair, you got at least that portion of the service call fee. And that's it. It's really that simple. You take the jobs that you want, as often as you want. We get part of the service call fee, and you get everything left over. The end. That's the end of my pitch. And guys poke around and they try to figure out what's the catch. What am I not miss? What am I missing? What's the fine print? That's it. That's the end of it.
Oh, that's good. Now with that service call fee, they're paying you directly, and then you send the send the technician or the company the difference if there is a difference.
Yes, sir. So we get the customer's credit card at the time that they book the appointment in order to hold the spot for them. Once the technician actually confirms that the service call did in fact go through, that's when we run the customer's card to collect the service call fee. We keep our portion, and whatever goes to the technician, it will get credited to them. So in their account in their profile on the website, they'll have access to what we call their balance sheet, and they'll see those little portions of service call fees slowly accumulating. Whenever they're ready to cash out, they can do that. And that can be when you have $15 in there, when you have $1,500 in there. It's totally up to you. It's the technician's money. So that's how we get them the portion of the service call fee. But as far as the parts and labor go, they, like I said, collect that directly from the customer. So there's no invoicing us and waiting 30 days for payment. You get paid as soon as you complete the job.
Okay. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Now, what area of the country are you operating in? You just in certain states or where?
We're nationwide. We're in 42 states. There's only a handful of states that we don't cover. But off the top of my head, I can give you some places where we're really hurting for technicians, where if there's anybody out there listening, or if you know a guy, then you can get on board and immediately start taking jobs, because it's such a shame when there's money being left on the table, is the way I think about it. If we book a call, the customer calls in and gives the credit card and all that nonsense, and then we can't dispatch the call, that's just money being left on the table. So which is why I kind of try to put myself out there in every platform that I can to get people's attention and say, hey, we have the work. So in the Georgia area specifically, I desperately need technicians in the Macon and Warren Robins areas. But the long and the short of it is that if you're in a major city, chances are I can get you work. I'm talking all of California, Portland, Seattle, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Phoenix, Tucson, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Jacksonville, Florida, Raleigh and Charlotte, North Carolina, Tennessee, all over Indiana. If you're in Indianapolis, please call me right now. I will stop this broadcast to take your call if you are in Indianapolis. All over Ohio, especially in the Cleveland and Akron area. Let me see here. Omaha, Nebraska, Buffalo, New York is another huge one. I get 10 calls a day in Buffalo, New York. And I think it's the weather. I don't think technicians are really trying to like face the weather and go out there to do the service calls, which is why I can't keep a technician in Buffalo. We honestly goodness, get about 10 calls, customers booking appointments in Buffalo, New York every single day. So that gives you guys a taste of what I'm looking for. And for the technicians that maybe are used to working with property management and warranty, what I'm talking about right now is COD. But we do have a property management and warranty branch. It's called the Appliance Repair Professionals. So if you're looking for, if you're more comfortable with the property management kind of side of things, just the same, you can get in touch with me. I'll reroute you to the guy you need to talk to, and we can get you taking property management and warranty jobs as well.
Okay, that's good stuff. Now, when they do this, they need to come and they need to supply you all with like insurance, general liability, and all that. Do you all verify all of that for the company?
Well, what we do actually is we allow the technician to take 2 jobs to see if they like it. And then if they want to proceed, then they're asked to sign what we call the independent contractor agreement. So that's a very fancy way of saying it's 2 pieces of paper, like 1 double-sided page that just puts into black and white what I've already explained, that they're not our employee, they're our subcontractor, we get the service fee, all the other stuff. In there's a clause that explains that the technician is required to have the licensing, certification, permits that are required in their jurisdiction. Because we're across 42 states and those vary from state to state, county to county, I would lose my mind trying to keep track of it. So essentially they sign off saying, I understand that I got to do what I got to do, and that if I flood somebody's kitchen, the appliance repairman's not going to bail me out because I'm a subcontractor, not their employee. So we leave it up to them, but they sign off saying that they understand that they're responsible for that.
Okay. And y'all send them a 1099 at the end of the year?
We actually don't 1099 because we are not employers. None of the money that the technician is receiving is coming from us. It's all coming from the customer. So I get that question a lot, actually. The technicians I have, they file as contractors, independent business owners.
Mhm.
And so I guess that's between the technician and their CPA how they do that. But we actually
Mhm.
don't 1099.
Oh, okay. All right. Good stuff. Wow. That's that's really good stuff. Really good
Yeah.
stuff. All right. Now you also said something too, but y'all take commercial appliances also?
We do. And the commercial appliances, we know it's a big job. Those are $120 service fee. So right off the bat, the technician's getting a guaranteed $50 because we know it takes time to pull these
Mhm.
big units apart. So yeah, we do residential, commercial, property management, and warranty.
Now, do y'all guarantee the customer like 48 hours or 24 hours for the service? So if they accept it, y'all give the customer a date or a time they're gonna be there?
We offer dates and times. We try to keep it. We try to like have a quick turnover. So the
Mhm.
majority of our jobs are scheduled for that day, the next day, the day
Mhm.
after. If a customer specifically wants a job at a particular time and day, we will set them up. And the jobs are scheduled in 3-hour windows. So the
Mhm.
technician has a 3-hour window and to arrive, not to perform the service call, but just to like knock on the door and be there.
Mhm.
So we give them a little bit of leeway with that. If a technician sees a job, like let's say that you, Mike, are on the platform and you see this job it's down the street from you and it's a a Viking Sub-Zero something or other and it's going to make you a ton of money, but oh darn it, it's my kid's birthday that day. You can call us up and say, hey, I'll take this job if you can make it fit into my schedule. And we'll do that for you. We'll call up the customer and see if they're willing to reschedule, and we'll do our best to fit it in because ultimately our goal is to dispatch the job. Whatever it
Mhm.
takes, we're willing to dispatch the job. So if that requires a little tugging and pulling with the schedule, we'll help a technician out.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, do y'all require the company to offer some type of warranty or something like
Yeah.
that?
So the technician has to offer at least 30-day warranty on their labor. A lot of my guys offer 60 to 90
Mm.
just because they do. We require a minimum 30-day warranty specifically on labor. When it comes to parts, we don't make the customers any promises. We tell them that it depends on the type of part and the manufacturer. So that's between them
Okay.
and the technician.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. We're gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat. We're gonna be responsible for your time
Okay.
and see what we got. We got Stoker reviews. So let's go, Mike. Hey, how you doing? Gifted Hands Appliance. So what's up, Mike? All right. Decent enough. Say what's good, Mike Roxanne, the ABC family.
Hello.
Yeah. Greg B. So what's up, Mike and ABC? Brandon Benton. So how about the greater Atlanta area? Do you all offer calls there?
Yes, we do cover all of Atlanta. I mentioned specifically Macon and Warner Robins because I have a gap there, but we get jobs all over Atlanta. It's one of our busier areas, and it is an area where I need technicians. So north, south, east, west Atlanta, give me a call. I can absolutely get you guys work there.
Okay. Tony Lackey. So what's the company name again?
The Appliance Repair Men, MEN, and the property management and warranty portion of it is the Appliance Repair Professionals.
Okay. All right. And how can they contact you?
Okay, good question. Here's
Mhm.
the best way to reach me, to reach my office, specifically the recruitment and onboarding department, is through giving us a call. So 855-290-1600. So it's
Eight
eight
five
five
five.
five 290-1600. And that will put you straight into my office where it's myself and the two guys I have that work with me. It's Mike and Joseph. So any one of us can help you out. So again, 855-290-1600. You can also go straight to our website, which the shortened URL is www.11, the numbers 11appliance.com. And you have to add in the www, otherwise for some reason it doesn't work. So www.11appliance.com. You can also find me on social media. I'm Tech Talk with Rocks. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. It's not hard to find me. You just type in Roxanne Cross, you'll find me. So any one of those ways will get you directly in touch with me, and we'll get you started in the onboarding process, which takes 2 days maybe at most. It's just a matter of signing up, processing the registration, a quick little run through of how the website works, and they're off to the races and they're ready to start taking jobs.
There you go. And this right here is not for somebody who's just starting off and and trying to learn appliance repair. This is going to be for somebody who's experienced and already know what they're doing, and then you're able to go out and do COD. So somebody who's
Yeah.
actually experienced enough to know how to do COD. This is what you need to be doing.
I always tell guys, I get a lot of guys who ask me, like, am I looking for specific licensing or certification? I say to them, I just need you to know what you're doing. You got to go out there, be able to troubleshoot it, know what part it needs, get the part, just make it happen. So you do need to know what you're doing, but
Mhm.
I have found that our program works really, really great for technicians who are just starting out. So you have the truck, you got the tools, you got the skill set. Where are the calls? That's where
Mhm.
we come in. We really kind of help bridge the gap between somebody who's just starting out on their own and then building up their business. And we don't have a problem. We don't have like a non-compete issue. So if a technician accepts the job through us and once they're out there on COD and they want to leave the customer their card, their refrigerator magnet, their flyer, that's not a problem. So you can you can grow your business through the customers that you service with us.
Okay. Another question, when you kind of leading into what you just said, what happens if you go there? You all have people who call and have multiple appliances, like they have a washer and they have a refrigerator. Do y'all charge two service calls or just one?
It's two service calls. It's there's a price sheet on our
Uh,
website. I never memorized it to be honest with you, but it's if it's one appliance, it's the price that it is. If it's two appliances, they charge two service calls at a discounted rate. If it's more than three, it depends because there's all
okay.
kinds of I have one commercial and one dishwasher and I need an installation. So we make special deals, but all of this information is on the work order. So before a
Okay.
technician accepts the job, they know exactly what they're getting themselves into, what it's going to cost, and how much they can make off of the service call fees.
Okay. That's good stuff. Good stuff. All right. I fix it. PD. What's good, Mike? Good information you're providing. Keep up the good work. Yeah, it's great information. For you all, especially you all who's constantly complaining and can't find any work, and y'all have work on the board every day. They can go out there and find it if they need it.
Every day we answer phones from 4:30 in the morning until 11:30 at night, 7 days a week. We close only on
Mhm.
Christmas and New Year's Day, and even still, there's always like one volunteer who's here answering phones. So the
Right.
influx of jobs is never ending.
Right. So instead of you going out there paying Angie's List all that money, you can get these leads here. Not leads, you can get these jobs here for zero cost, and they just take a little bit of the service call fee, and you're able to charge the customer directly, and so you keep your cash flow coming. And it's no commitment. So if it doesn't work for you all, there's no commitment and no price that's coming out your pocket, which I think is very, very good. Very, very good.
Exactly.
All right. Anything else you would like to add? They say Houston. They say I'm pretty sure you got places in Houston. You got, they want to know
We
if you
do
got.
have Houston, but we also have a lot of technicians in Houston. I don't think
Mm.
I get one single canceled call in all of Houston because I have so many guys out there that somebody will take. Even the
Okay.
most busted up 30-year-old appliance, I have somebody who's willing to go out there and take a look at it. So Houston is probably one of two cities where
Mhm.
I'm not always needing technicians.
Mhm.
But I also um, wanted to add something that you just touched on. We don't charge anything, as I already mentioned. So there's really no harm in giving it a try. Some technicians, I mean, I understand nowadays the scamming,
Uh-huh.
it's ridiculous. But I always tell them, like, look, try it. And if you don't like it, you close your account and that's it. Because we don't have your credit card or charge you a membership fee, it's pretty low risk. And if you're especially hurting, if you're one of those areas that I mentioned earlier where I'm really hurting for a technician, give me a call. We can wheel and deal. We can make something work. We're a small company, and a lot of the guys that call, they're surprised. They're like, "Is this really Roxanne?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. I also answer phones." You're going to talk directly to me. So if you have questions, if you have concerns, if you need me to cut you a deal, like whatever, you can talk to me. We can work it out. Because like I said, my number one priority is to not leave money on the table and to get the jobs dispatched. So again, reach out to me. And if you're looking to just, even if you have, I have a little bit of everything. I have guys who are just starting out, literally graduated from, appliance boot camp yesterday, and they want to get the work. And I also have guys who they have a whole business with covered vans and technicians, but they just got to fill those slots every now and then. It works both ways because you take as many or as little jobs as you want. If that turns out that you're going to take one job a month, cool. If that turns out you taking 6 jobs a day, awesome. But the technician's entirely in control of what jobs they accept, how far they're willing to travel, what appliances they work on, the brands. You're in full control with very little risk. So if anybody's on the fence, my advice always to them is just like, give it a try and see how it goes. And if you hate it, you hate it. And if you love it, we can work together.
All right. Greg B said y'all are pretty good, and I didn't know this. He said y'all also pay people for completing jobs.
I'm not sure what he means by that. Completing jobs. I don't know if anybody wants to clarify. The customer pays the technician upon completing the repair.
Yeah.
Connecticut, yes. Hartford, call me.
Yes.
So upon completion of the job, you will get compensated.
Okay.
And then, like I said, if it's a service call where they're getting a portion of the service call fee, they're entitled to that regardless of whether or not they get the repair.
Okay. Yeah, you get paid your whole amount. Y'all don't get any portion of that. Of him.
We don't get any cut of the repair. I don't know if I emphasize that. If you, I tell the customers, new technicians, they're kind of new, they're nervous. Well, they say, well, what do I charge? I tell them, look, charge what you think you can get away with. If you think you can get $900 out of this customer, for goodness sake, charge them $900. And that all goes in your pocket. I don't ask for a cut or a percentage of that at all. We make our money strictly and only off of the service coffee portion that we keep.
There you go. So you use your blue book when you go out there. Use your blue book rates. All right. They want to know, is this services just for appliance repair or mechanical trades, or y'all just do appliance repair?
We do strictly appliance repair. We also offer, we don't do heating, but we also offer service on air conditioners. We don't get as much of air conditioner calls, but it's all strictly major home appliances, no small appliances.
Okay. All right. This is Greg saying that they have certain calls that they will pay you like $15 and you have to call in for them to mail you a check. Okay.
Okay, so what he's talking about, I assume, is the service call fees that are slightly higher than what we keep. So in the $15 example, that means that it's a service call price to $85. We keep our $69.99, $15 difference off the top. That gets credited to the text balance, as I mentioned. And you have two options for payment. You can get an old-fashioned check sent to you by mail, or you can get the money sent to you through direct deposit. It's up to the technician.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You get some of that mailbox money we used to get. That's good stuff. All right. Anything else you'd like to add, Miss Roxanne?
I think that's pretty much it. It's risk-free. It's constant. The workflow is always there. It's a matter of 3 steps to get started. It's totally painless. I'll walk you through the process personally myself. And if you have any questions, call. Guys say, oh, I'm sorry, this is probably a stupid question. I say, look, I get paid to answer questions. The day y'all stop asking questions, I'm out of a job. So go ahead and ask away. Get a hold of me. Don't be shy. And I look forward to, it's also very, on a personal note, rewarding to me that I've seen guys who started down and out, and now their businesses are booming and they're doing really well. So I'm also glad to help in any way that I can.
Yeah, and for those people who might be working for another company and you need to make some money on the side, reach out and run some calls on your own and make that extra money.
We book calls for all hours up until 8 p.m. and we book calls for Saturdays and Sundays. So if you're looking to moonlight or get like some weekend money, that's totally fine.
There you go. One last one. I have a guy I've been giving a couple of making calls to. I'm sending him your way. Okay. Also, as always, the key is to sell the job while in the home. Okay. All right.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Good thing. We appreciate it. Once again, thank you, Miss Roxanne. Always welcome. And whenever you want to come back on, just let me know, and we'll get you back on. And like I say, I got your website now. Whenever I see that somebody saying, hey, how can I get some calls if things are slow, I'm gonna put your website. Hey, go straight there.
I love it. I forgot to mention Baltimore, Maryland. Please save my life from somebody from Baltimore, Maryland.
We got a lot of people from Baltimore.
Send them my way, please. So, guys, you guys heard it directly from me, straight from the horse's mouth. I have jobs all over the place. Give me a call. Mike, thanks so much for having me on. It really has been too long. I think it's been like 3 years or something. It's been way too long.
Yeah, yes.
I'm going to pop in and know you guys a little bit more often because it's always fun hanging out with you. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Once again, thanks to Miss Roxanne and Appliance Repairman for coming on. For you all who are actually always complaining, hey, things are slow. Why I can't get no work? You can go there and you can actually get some work and start getting paid today. You ain't gotta wait for your money. Get paid today. Ain't none of that stuff. Where you gotta be going there. You ain't gotta go pee in no cup, no background, and all that stuff. They can go ahead and get you going and start making some money. Like I did. You see me today. I'm back into my uniform, like always. When things get tight, I get tight, and I need to make some cash. That's the same thing I do. I jump out and go do some appliance repairs. For people who've been following me, I've been trying to finish up the ice cream parlor. I had to get some cash. I needed somewhere close to about 20 some thousand before the end of the month to finish it up. Appliance repair is what I use, and I can happily report I have everything paid for now. I was able to go ahead and pay for everything I needed to get the ice cream parlor finished. Able to go ahead and pay the actual tuition, my daughter college tuition. I got that paid, and I was able to go ahead and tell my wife, "Hey, we good now. We can go ahead and start looking to get that get that deck redone and get the house repainted." I'm on the back side of it now. All thanks to appliance repair. Um, we won't be open this week. The rain has got us. Well, I'm not really complaining because I'm over the hump. Where I got everything, I got all the cash and everything paid. Everything's been paid, ready to go. So now I feel at ease. We're gonna open in the next couple of weeks. Right now, I'm just making sure I got everything in order, as far as logistics of opening and getting all that stuff. It actually working out pretty well because these next 2 weeks we got a lot of graduations, and we're doing a lot of stuff with the school system that's requiring me to actually to be out in the trailers. I got new kids that's coming in that's actually training, but I still don't have nobody to actually drive the trailers. So it's gonna work out good. And when we actually do open, I'll be past this stuff with the actual graduations and the school systems where we're doing these events, and we're gonna be opening up just at the right time. It's so funny how the universe always makes sure that everything works out the way it's supposed to work. We Everything is ready to go. Everything is ready to go. You'll see some videos coming up probably next week of me just putting the wire down. I had to wait for the water to get out the trenches. We had a bunch of rain. It's still a little muddy out there. Probably tomorrow, if it don't rain tonight, it'd be good to go ahead and lay my wires back in. But once again, man, I want to thank everybody for watching this appliance repair. If you hadn't gotten into it yet, man, please, I can't tell you all. Where else do you get somebody come on and they begging you to get into the industry? No, you just don't see that. You don't see that where people begging you say, "Hey, it's money here. It's money here to be made." I was talking to some people earlier today about stock options and stuff. I don't know if it works or not. I told them I couldn't figure it out if it works. I've heard people try to explain it. It never makes sense to me how it actually works. It's almost like they're doing some funny math or something. I don't know how to make it work. But appliance repair, I know how that works. If somebody got something broke, they need to get it fixed. They pay me my money. How to fix it is easy. Once you know the theory, once you know how to use your voltmeter, you know how to read schematics. Fixing this stuff get real easy. I'm gonna read a text that I got today. I got this text this morning. Let me make sure y'all can't read what I got going on. Y'all be goosenecking worse than we did in school. I want y'all to read what they actually wrote me. Let's see here. Okay, I wish I had read this earlier before Roxanne got off. Uh, Shout out to Roxanne. This is from one of the alumni. One of the alumni. Shout out this going back to appliance repairman. Shout out to appliance repairman. One of the alumni just sent me this text. Say they used the $700 from the commercial dishwasher that appliance repairman sent them to pay the plumber that's installing their 3-bay sink and hand washing sink and mop sink in the live well for their ice cream parlor. So I wish I could have had Roxanne on to hear that. But there you go. That's one of the alumni just texted me and said, "Hey, they used $700 from a commercial dishwasher that they sent them to pay for it." So the alumni is making money with appliance repair, man. Good go, good go. I'm gonna read what I got here. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Let me read what this one says. Uh, ah, okay. I won't give the name out because I have so many people listening local and stuff. But this is from the barbershop, one of the barbershops. Say, hey, this is blank from the barbershop. I'm sending this out to my group, to any of my clients and friends who work on home commercial AC units. I'm in need of AC repair at the shop. Please call me ASAP. If this message doesn't apply to you, please disregard. So what happened? They reached out to me earlier today, and they're having a problem with the actual HVAC unit at the actual barbershop. Today is this weekend is Memorial Day weekend, and the barbershop is over 90 degrees. They told me that was this morning, and everybody and their mama sitting there trying to get a fresh cut for the weekend, and they trying to fight through it. You calling people? Well, everybody's booked out. No, right now we in a heat wave. I kept telling you all, hey, just wait. People say, hey, I can't get no money. Things are slow. I can't get no money. Um, people, I keep telling people, just wait. Sooner or later, when the weather break, these refrigerators is going to be breaking. These HVAC units going to be breaking. And now you're seeing it. We got our first heat wave to hit through. I done 2 compressors today. I got 1 to do tomorrow. Um, I saw, shout out to DCNF. I saw him talking about these R600 units. I went to a unit today. It ain't even 2 months old, and the unit is not even 2 months old. And I'm thinking these R600 units. I could be wrong, but I don't think they have enough refrigerant in them when they come out the manufacturing place. When they manufacture them, I don't think they charging them enough. Because it was running on like a low charge, but there's no leaks. I poured a vacuum and it got below almost 400. It was like 470. The vacuum was at, and it held for like 10 minutes. So it doesn't have any leaks or anything. Then I charged it properly, and it's working fine. I'm thinking when they building them now, the charge is so light. I don't think they're charging them properly. And this one even 2 months old, and they've been having problems from day one with them. And I'm telling you, the amount of refrigerator calls I got from my nephew sending me today and in the last couple of days, uh, I was able to get. That's how I got my money. Uh, I was able to get my money to finish up that property through appliance repair. I'm telling you all, through appliance repair, set me back straight. Um, Up until then, I told you all, I started off a little more than 100,000. I had cash to get up and get that thing up and running a year ago. I don't spent almost 80,000 cash of my money over there fixing that stuff, and I got down to my last 20. And I gotta make something happen. I'm getting down to I'm cutting into my last 20, trying to get this thing going. I jump back into the appliance repair. Man, you start throwing you start hitting some 4,000 and 6,000 dollar week. In about 3 or 4 days, you going out here making 4,000. You going out here making 6,000. You look up. You setting at 10,000 to the good. No, you look up now that 20 that you had getting back close to 40. And man, appliance repair is it. I don't know where else you could do this at. Honestly, I don't know where else I could do it, where I could actually be see myself going out the back door. Say, hey, you got to get up and do something, and to go out there and jump on and do some of these service calls, like the alumni just said with Roxanne. They made $700. No, and that's how he paying for it. His to fix up. They're putting together an ice cream parlor. And he doing the exact same thing. Appliance repair can do it and get you out of it. Why y'all young men, not even just young men, young women, why you won't do this stuff? I know people tell you and to jump into all this crypto, and you want to do all this stuff that sound fancy. You want to do creating. You want to do a content creator and all this stuff. That stuff is okay, but it doesn't move the needle like this appliance repair and the skilled trades. And it doesn't move the needle for the actual being able to do this stuff where now you got a skill set and you got the confidence where you can do anything, where you can take on anything. And I don't see why you all won't do it. It's that you had somebody on a couple of minutes ago who's begging, who's begging you all to come do it. It doesn't require no 4 year degree to do it. It doesn't require you to go out and spend $30,000. For $500, you can take our course and you be out here doing it. Why won't you do it? Why? I'm serious. I want to know why people will not do it. What are you afraid of? You when you have when have you ever had a career where somebody come on, and we're gonna be straight up with this now. We're gonna be straight up with this. We're gonna be straight up. When have because I have to talk to people because we have African Americans on here. That's majority of the people come through. When have any career ever came to us and they begged us and say, "Hey, we want you all. We come here. We got work for you." And they calling the areas that we live in. We need you all here. We need somebody to uh uh we need as many people as we get to come on here and do this work. And say we got money for you right now. You got money for you right now, and tell you, and don't try to put a cap on. You hear what she said? Whatever you can get. Come clean up these calls for us. Why won't you do it? I've shown you. It ain't me talking about it. Let me show you. I'll step back so you can see. Uh, I'm all dirty and stuff. No, you can. I ain't talking about it. You can see I got oil and all that stuff from the compressor and all. I ain't talking about it. I'm telling you the truth. That's how I'm making my money. That's how I made my money through appliance repair. No, the ice cream parlor stuff, it look good and all that stuff. But that ice cream parlor I have now, it's okay, but it ain't got the power to do what appliance repair do. For one person, no. For me to make $4,000 at the ice cream parlor, I have to spend about $15 to $2,000 to profit that, because I have to go I have to pay for labor, then I got to buy the product to make before I can even get the 4,000. So if I'm dead broke, I can go out there. You can be dead broke right now. You could be if you knew appliance repair, you could be dead broke right now. And you could actually go over there to where Roxanne just gave us to appliance repairman, and you can pick you up 3 calls and go run them tomorrow morning, and and have $500 in your pocket. Enjoying the weekend, enjoying Myrtle Beach weekend. If you want to go to Black Bike Week, you could say, "Man, I ain't got no money. Let me go here and grab some service calls off of appliance repairman and go make me $500-600. I catch you at the weekend." There's no excuse for it. There's no excuse. You could be dead broke and just go online, pick up some calls. I right now I could be dead. It ain't right now. I had done it right now where I need cash. I need to have close to 20 some thousand by the end of the month. I was down to my last 20. I need to have 20 some thousand to pull this thing through. What do? I don't sit in the bed and, oh, woe is me, what's gonna happen? Blah 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 blah. Hey, I go put on my Superman cape. This is the Superman cape. Go put on your service uniform. Jump back out there. Go out there, run some service calls. Make your money. Get some distance between you and life, and come on back. And continue doing it. I just don't know what else to tell you all. Honestly, I don't. I don't know what else to give you all to get you to where you all don't want to do it. Nobody here can get it with this appliance repair. Nobody can get between you and the customer. You don't have to. You don't have to have nobody. No state agency telling you have to have a license. You don't have to. Yeah, you if you can fix it, you can fix it. I just showed you where people are begging, where my barber is begging. Hey, man, please come here and somebody help us get this heat off of us. We got to get this thing fixed. There's not nobody to fix it. Everybody booked out 2 or 3 weeks, or they going on vacation. I'll catch you next week. And they got to get the stuff fixed. People got to get the stuff fixed. Same thing. These people are fixing their refrigerators and stuff. Hey man, I needed this refrigerator, man. We got graduation this weekend, and we got family and stuff coming on, and they got to have that thing fixed. And you come out there, and you fix it, and they pay you the money. Now let me. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna show you all. The other day I done. Let's see how much I done the other day. Let me. Uh, I done three the other day. $3,378 and 6 cents. That's what I got. And like I say, I'm there almost getting close to zeroing out my bank account. So now I got some more. I got enough cash to make it on out of this thing and relax and be okay. And this is real stuff. I know you all. I know you all want to do this stuff where they this elaborate stuff where it looks clean and neat, and you all want to do the Lamborghinis and all that. I know you want to do that, but trust me, this is where the money is at. It's in the skilled trades. And people tell you, well, you need to go to school for engineering and this and that. Yeah, the next generation need to. But right now, we need to know how to build our own communities and stuff. I've been the engineer. I can tell you about engineering. I've done it, and I can tell you, just like that, they snap their fingers. You ain't got no job in engineering. Ain't nothing. And when I left engineering, shout out to Pete. I saw Pete from out of Boston. He wanted to know how to do those, how control boards and circuit boards get built and how to fix them and stuff. That's what I've done. From the concept to the development and sustaining. I've done from the beginning to the end from the control boards. That's what I've done with that. And with a snap of a finger, I was out of a job and couldn't find a job for a year with the engineering. Because of where none of my neighbors, I never had a neighbor to go on to Facebook or send a text message out to everybody on his text message. Hey, is there anybody out here who can help me design a circuit board? I need somebody to help me design a circuit board. Can anybody on here know how to program this this PLGA, this prom? Anybody can? I need somebody right now that can ASAP to help me program a prom. I never had nobody ask me that. No, I need somebody right now who knows how to write Visual Basic, who can write. I need somebody right now who can write units. I need a unit script programmer. Somebody can write units. I need it right now. Emergency. I never had that. Never had that. I never had a neighbor or any of my friends ask me, "Hey, you know anybody who can? I need somebody right now that can help me with these stock options. I need stock. I got some option trading. I need somebody right now. Emergency. ISO. Somebody does option trading. I need it right now." Never had nobody ask me that. But every day, I walked outside 5 minutes ago. A lady live upstairs on the apartment. She wants me to look at her wash machine. She told me, "Hey, Mr. Sneed, I still need you to look at the washer." I forgot about it. No problem. The restaurant. They emailed me, hey, we on a problem with one of the fryers. Can you go check it out? Never have I had anybody ask me for anything to do with engineering. Never in my life have anybody ever asked me to do anything with engineering. Never, never. They don't even, probably don't even know I've done anything with engineering, and I've done it. And to be honest, I was very good at it. Everybody up and down the East Coast, if they're doing anything with GenRad, in circuit testing, Teradyne, they knew about me because I've worked with the people at GenRad, the GenRad manufacturer. They knew about me programming them and doing them. I was good at it, and nobody never asked me to do that. But like I said, I was in the middle of the ocean over there in the Grand Cayman Islands, and I told somebody I fix appliances, and a woman swam over in the middle of the ocean and asked me to come to her house and fix her dishwasher in the Grand Cayman Islands. Swam over there and begged me, say, can you please come over and help me fix my dishwasher while I was on vacation. I was gonna do it, but my wife and daughter said, "No, you're on vacation, don't do it." But I wanted to do it and record. And they said, "No, don't do it." But honestly, God, that happened in the middle of the ocean. Somebody asked me, "What do you do?" I said, "I have an appliance repair business." And a lady heard it, and she swam over to there in the middle of the ocean in the Grand Cayman Islands, asked me to come to her house and fix her dishwasher. 101 repairs. Can you still apply the 1 and 2 principle that's taught from Appliance Bootcamp through third-party warranties? And how do we set 250 price up where they supply the part? Yes, that works. Where you can you still? Yeah, that still works. That still works. Can you still uh, uh, can you still apply the 1 and 2 call principle that's taught from Appliance Bootcamp through third-party warranty? How do you set your 250 price up where they supply the part? Same thing. You charging them $85 an hour to go out, and so what you do, you tell them when you're starting off, you're just gonna do 1 or 2 service calls. When you go out there, the diagnose, they're gonna you got to call in and want them to supply the part. You call in and you tell them, hey, I need to get a heater element for the actual dryer. Okay, all right. How much is your labor to date? You would tell them my labor to date is 125. They're gonna say, well, how long were you there? Hour and a half. How much you charging per hour? 250. Okay. I mean, how much you charge per hour? $85. Okay. You want us to they ask you, do you want them to order the part? You say you supply the part. And they'll say, okay, you want us to ship it to the customer, ship it to shop. If you got somebody gonna be coming on your porch stealing stuff, tell them to ship it to the customer. If you don't, then you can what you call. You can have them ship them directly to you. They're gonna say how much you're gonna charge. You go put it on. You're gonna say 125. They're gonna how long you gonna be there? An hour and a half. What's your call rate? $85 an hour. Okay, no problem. They send it out and go. They don't care as long as you stay 250 or less. And then some of you all, I tell y'all, as long as you stay 250 or less. Some of you all just don't think. So then I get somebody call me. They what you call they won't give me no $85 an hour. How much they give you? They're only gonna give me $60 an hour. No problem. Uh, so how I gonna get 250? Just divide 250 by 60. And see how long that's gonna take you. So now it's gonna instead of you been 3 hours, you're gonna be about 4 hours. So what do I tell them? Crazy. Just tell them how long you gonna be there. 2 hours the first time. Okay. How much is that? Those 2 hours. Oh, it's gonna be like 120. Okay. Or you say 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. How long is that? I'm gonna be there 2.5 hours to diagnose. And what's your rate? $60 an hour. So how much owe you? 125. How long you gonna be there to put the part on? 2.5 hours. How long? What's the rate? $60. How much I owe you? 125. That's how you get your 250. It ain't as long as you 250 or less. I don't care what it is. You just adjust your hours and go. They don't care. They ain't their money. They just all they care is you 250 or less. They won't give me no hourly rate. They give me flat rate per minor repair. That ain't no problem. How much you get? Um, they're gonna give me 125 flat rate. No problem. So when we call up, what problem you got? You got two problems. What's the two problems? Uh, I need a uh, I need a heater element and I need high limit thermal fuse, operating thermostat. Oh, okay. Need me to supply the parts? Yep. We got you, and then y'all let them fool y'all with this. We got you down where you guys supply the part. All you gotta do is tell them I ain't got no part supplier, or my part suppliers ain't gonna take 2 months. They out of stock. Okay, no problem. We'll send it to you. Y'all gotta think. Just think. Okay, we'll send it to you. So you got you got two minor repairs for 125 a piece. That's how you get your 250. That's all. It's just simple math. You gotta go 250. But you all have not learned how to think like entrepreneurs. You all keep thinking like business owners. Some of you all are afraid to even ask for your money. Uh, even though look, you're not gonna get fired. They don't. You can't get fired from this job. You just had Roxanne come on begging you all to come. They just like Roxanne is begging because she need people to come and fix her stuff. These third party warranty companies are the same way. They need people. Sometimes the call volume slows down, they slow down, and you all get the begging, they put you on this crazy stuff. They know that if it slows down and you get the begging, they know then that they got you on the hook. They can tell you, oh, you bring you. The problem is you charging me too much. So that's why I ain't sending you no calls. Ain't no calls to send. So yeah, if you bring your price down, let me put you on flat rate for 120, 125 per minor repair. I give you some calls, and you scared. Oh yeah, give me that, and you go out there, you start trying to run service calls for $125, and wonder why you out of business the next year. It's just simple math, and you got to do 5 banking accounts. If you do your 5 banking accounts, you don't care if you look for it when it slow down. When it slow down, you can then you got money. You don't care. You be out here vacation and stuff. I saw shout out to Tyran. I saw him taking his family out to Mexico, having a good time. That's what you do when it slows down. And you follow in the 5 banking accounts. You go out and enjoy it, then come on back. But you all are afraid to ask for your money, and some of you all are so afraid. Are gonna call me, ask me to teach you all how to. Can you show me how to log into their third party, log into the third party warranty company and use their platform? I ain't gonna do that. You call them and let them show you. They're gonna get mad if I call. How the hell they gonna get mad for them calling you? Just you call them and say, hey, show me how to use this thing. Y'all thinking you're gonna get fired. You're thinking you're a W-2. You're thinking that you're supposed to know everything, and when you come there, or if not, you're gonna get fired. And afraid to even tell the man, hey, I don't know how to use your software, man. Walk me through how to use the software. They don't. That's what they get paid for. I'm not gonna tell you how to sit down and show you how to use somebody else's software. No, they do that. You gotta learn how to take control and be the boss. Hey, show me how to use this thing. Same thing. I gotta be careful. No, I'm not. Get you a notebook. Also, write down if you call me and I'm telling you something, write it down. Don't call me 2 days later and ask me the same question. Shout out to Charles Strickland when I was working in engineering. I had to work with Charles. Uh, uh, and Charles, that was one of the things you had to have a notebook. You couldn't ask Charles Strickland the same question twice. And whatever you done, you better write it down. If he answered that question, he knew he had to answer. He'd say, "Go get your notebook," because you don't ask me the same question twice. You ask me one time, and then you go, and you go do it yourself. You don't keep asking me the same questions. Simple stuff. But you all don't you all want to be able to say y'all the boss and all this stuff, but you don't want to be the boss. You don't want to be the boss. You just want to talk about being the boss. You don't want to really be the boss. You don't want to have to do what I just done, where I had to jump out there and go get my own money. You don't want to do that. You don't want to have to do that. You don't want to have to put everything on your back and you go get it. You want to be able to call me up and ask me all these questions that's already answered in the course. And I tell you all the time, I know you ain't looked at the course. You ask me a question that's on the course. Just look at the damn course. And look at the course with a notebook. Don't look at the course, just say, oh, I looked at it. Now I want to go ahead and try to go get paid. It ain't gonna work like that. That refrigerator don't care. It don't do no social promotion. That refrigerator, that dryer, that washer, it don't care. It's gonna tell you you ain't done your job. And you ain't gonna be able to BS your way and talk your way out of it. No, this ain't some mess like I'll go back. This ain't like that stock option stuff where you can come here and you can tell me about some puts and calls and just talk me around some circles. It don't care. It don't care. You get out there in front of that you get out there in front of that dryer. You got to have 240 volts coming to that heater element, and you can tell me all you want, about this stuff. About you done some Ohm's law and blah blah blah. You got 240 volts coming to the heater element. No, why not? I don't know what's wrong. Where's your schematics? You got your service manual? No, I don't. What? Go get your service manual and figure it out. That's what you do. You can't talk. You can't over talk and think you're gonna talk around in circles. Some of this physics. That's physics. That that right there. It doesn't matter. It's either you got 240 or you don't. If you ain't got 240, it ain't gonna work. So that's why people don't like it because it's a solid answer. There ain't nothing that you can leave up to guessing. And I can tell if you know what you're doing or not. You can tell it real quick if you know what you're doing or not, because it's not going to work. And you all don't want that. You want to come here and BS. You want to come here and just talk stuff and fool people. And y'all done got so good at it. This is the truth. You have gotten so good at just talking around circles about stuff you don't about information that doesn't mean anything. That you can actually fool some people supposed to be the brightest people around. That you know what you're doing. Look over there, FAMU. Some Negro go up there and talk about he own a hemp farm and he doing hydraulics and all this mess that he talking in circles about all the stuff he gonna do and what he getting ready to do. And he gonna buy this and he gonna buy that. And got them thinking that they done gave away the state gonna give them 15 million, and they tell the state, "No, we don't want your 15 million. This cat gonna give me 237 million." And what happened? They got them believing them. He ain't got no land or nothing, all because he talking this mess. And I told you all it was gonna happen. I told you that last year. I said what they're gonna do. They don't went to the point where they can't settle courses and stuff anymore like this. So what they can't get this mess going. So they're gonna go to the university, start charging universities for them to come speak. And that's what he done. Exactly what I told y'all a year ago they're gonna do. Went there and FAMU done paid for him to come down there and stay a whole week on their dime. They feeding them, put them in the hotel, and then paid him to speak at the convention at the commencement speak, and don't know anything about what he's talking about. And you all want to think y'all gonna do the same thing with this appliance. Y'all call me about a refrigerator. I never forget. A guy called me one time about a refrigerator. Simple stuff with the refrigerator. Hey, hey, Sneed, the refrigerator ain't working. Okay. What's wrong with it? Well, I done took my heat gun and I done shot the condenser coil, and I'm reading 240 at the 120 degrees at the condenser coil, and I'm looking at my actual superheat. And what the hell are you doing? I'm telling you what's wrong. No, no. What I tell you to do to see what's going on. Whatchamacall, I got my heat gun and I'm shooting it into the condenser coil, and I need to have a superheat. Who told you to do that? Where I saw so and so, they said, no. What did I tell you to do about this? You don't even have no gauges to even tap into the seal system. So why are you worrying about superheat and all that? What did I tell you to do? What I need to do? Is your evaporator fan turning? Yes. Is the condenser fan turning? Yes. Is the compressors on? Yes. How you know it's on? Well, I heard it. No, I don't want to say you heard it. How you know the compressor's on? I don't know. I need how I'm gonna tell us it on. I remember what I told you. Just take your amp clamp, You just go across any wire, as long as they get above zero, what it needs to be. Don't worry about what it needs to be. You ain't at that point yet to know how many amps you need to draw. Just make sure it's above zero. Is it above zero? Yes. Okay. Now what you need to do, you need to go now and look at the evaporator coil and see what's going on with the evaporator coil. See if you got a good frost pattern. If you don't have a good frost pattern, then you know you got a seal system problem. If you go there and it's filled up with frost like a glacier, then you know you got a defrosting problem. That's simple. But all this stuff you trying to impress somebody by saying all this stuff that you just reading and you don't even understand it. But if somebody didn't know, they think that you knew something that they didn't know. Shout out to I'm not gonna call his name, but shout out to the alumni that went down and done. He went to a refrigeration class, and that's he found that out. He said, "I'm sitting in there." He said at first he get there and everybody got all these patches all on their stuff, and they talk about they work on walk-in chillers and freezers and all. He was a little intimidated. And they talk the same talk this guy's talking about. Oh, I'm gonna get the superheat and it's falling down. And I shot the condenser core temperature. He's saying all this stuff, and then he realized the guys couldn't fix it. The guys didn't know how to do seal system repairs, didn't know anything. And he said, "I know how to fix it more than them." and no, he just done a weekend course, and he said, "I know how to fix this stuff." And I know how it works. They don't know how it works. But they saying all this stuff to make people think they know what they're doing. And then when it came down to actually fixing it, they didn't know what to do because they ain't never done it before. They don't know the basics of how it works. And that's why I was telling that guy, get away from all that. Just figure out what's wrong with it. Then you start fixing it. And then eventually, if you have the mental capacity where you can go deeper into that stuff, you go. But the average person don't need to care about that. Put the gauges on it and see what the gauges tell you. Once you get to a point where you can work on seal system. But if you can't, who cares? Just tell somebody, hey, they got a seal system problem. Send it to somebody else. There ain't nothing to be ashamed of. And let somebody else do it. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you can do it. Then you get to the point where you can do it. You don't want to do it. I don't want to do them. But if I need to get some quick cash, I'll go. JT, so you won't get the service fee, but you can't get the $255. You charge the service fee plus parts. Okay. I don't know what he talking about that, but I think talking about with some of the third-party warranty companies. Now they collect the service fee from them. But now you can get the $255, but don't worry about the parts starting off because you ain't got the cash to do it. Make them, if they say they don't supply the parts, just tell them your supplier is back ordered, or you don't have a supplier that has the part. Big Art. Hey, Mike, how much should I be charging as an authorized servicer? I'm thinking $125 to go out at $9 an hour of Blue Book. How much should I be charging as an authorized servicer? I'm thinking $125 to go out at $90 an hour in Blue Book and cost of repairs. You're overthinking it. Once again, if you're doing third-party warranty, for a regular repair, you need to be $250 or less, and they supply the parts in order to stay in good grace and keep getting service calls. Seal systems, you can get about I get $850 to right about maybe $1,500, depending on if it's dual evaporators. I get right at about $1,500. They'll supply all the parts. Otherwise, if it's a single evaporator, they supply the parts. I get about $850 for me to go out there and repair a seal system. If you're going to do COD, that's totally different. COD, just go by Blue Book until you can figure out how to do your COD. Once you figure out how to calculate your cost of doing business, then you'll know where you need to be at. But right now, where you asking me how much you should be charging, you don't know how to do your cost of doing business. What you got to do then, you got to go in and you got to put in all of your expenses to actually figure out what your cost of doing business is, and know what you should be charging. Everybody charge different because everybody got cost of doing business different. But if you're a 1 to 2 man shop, you can do the Blue Book and you'll be okay. If you start getting above that, you better know how to do your cost of doing business. You got to know your numbers, and you need to learn how to actually run your business numbers like that to get where you need to be at. Rakim Cardwell, I appreciate this info. No problem. Front Door competing with appliance repair. Everybody competing because everybody want to get money. And truth be told, you will be competing too if you had your website. A lot of this come from starting off. You learning the business, you learning the trade. You want if you when you first starting off, you're learning the business, and you learning the trade. I say go to the third party warranty company because if you mess it up, you don't want to be doing COD and mess up something come out your pocket. You mess it up, third party warranty company make it right. It don't cost the customer anymore. That's why I say go there. But eventually, you need to start moving over to COD. Once you start moving over to COD, then you start building out your website. You build out your website, you'll be competing with appliance repairman too because you be pulling those same calls that they pulling. So you have your own calls coming in. You have it ain't hard. This appliance repair ain't hard. All you gotta do is be able to fix stuff and just answer the phone. That's it. It ain't hard. Yeah, balls to pluck up. Yep, that's right. All right, DCNF say going up on his rates. Okay. Greg B echo chamber. Yeah, that's all it is. This appliance with this what we call now just echo chamber with the internet. TPH Walker. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Mike ABC fan? Have you had a warranty company ask to be additional insurer with endorsement from commercial insurance provider? Yeah, they're gonna be endorsements. I don't know. I think Old Republic might ask something like that, but they all of them gonna be asking to be additional insurer, and all that means they would just want to know if you don't pay your bill, they'll send a message out to them, letting them know that you don't have no insurance. Decent enough. Superheat. Yeah, look at them gates. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, there you go. Decent enough. You say you have a tech that will run circles around people. I don't do that. Yeah. We've had some. Oh, man, we had some guys that come through here that were excellent sales systems. They've been doing it for 30 or 40 years. On ships and stuff like that. Cabrets great sales system people. And they get out and they get out here and they make a killing out of here because they've been doing real seal system, not no little refrigerator, real seal system work. So yeah. Clint Jackson. I'm in the game 5 years now. I still pass on seal system job. Too much money in the regular pay. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I what recall. For many years I didn't do it. I just started back doing them. And the reason I had to grab them now because I sold my business to my nephew and he doesn't want to do it. So now I have to get the ones he don't want to do. So I tell him now, hey, if I need some work, he asked me, you doing any sales system job? And I said, yeah, I got some for you this week. So he'll send them to me. But that's the only thing. But yeah, you got enough regular repair. You don't need to do sales systems. Okay. TPH Walker. Old Republic. Yeah, they worth it though. Old Republic worth it. They one of the better ones. They worth it if they asking for it. Yeah, they're worth it. Gersh Griffin, peace, Mike and ABC fan. Hey, how you doing? Okay, but once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. It's 9:00. I'm getting ready to get out of here. It's Memorial Day weekend coming up. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. I'm happy. Like I say, once again, I'm in. I got the other ice cream parlor in the bag. It's paid for. We just gotta finish the stuff up. I got probably 2 more weeks. I got a bunch of events we got to do for graduations and school closing. So it's gonna work out good for me getting there. I'm happy. After I get that up and running, then we're gonna be seeing some videos of me actually finishing up the ice machine. I need to clean it out real good, hook up the condensing unit, and we're ready to go with the ice machine. Just need to really clean it out, hook up the condensing unit. And I need to change out the bill select. I think I'm just gonna go straight credit card and stuff there. I'm not gonna have any cash coming in there. I don't want to give nobody no incentive to actually kick in the front of it. But once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm getting ready to get out of here. And like I say, man, please. You got young men and young women getting ready to graduate from high school. Please tell them about appliance repair. Please tell them about it. I have not really been pushing it here lately. because I don't want to be caught up with all these people talking about selling courses and stuff. But I am going to start back pushing it a little bit more because, like I say, if it had not been for this appliance repair, man, it'll pull me out of so many jams, and it just pulled me out again. If it hadn't been for this appliance repair, I don't know what my family would have been through. If it had not been for appliance repair, old Mike Sneed been dead and out in the last couple of weeks. Appliance repair has pulled me back out and put some more distance between me and life, and gave me my spunk to go again. So I gotta keep telling people to get into this thing while you can. There's money to be made. People begging us to come into it, and it'll change your life. Like I say, I've been able to pay cash for my kids to go to college, pay cash for my kids to go to private school, pay cash for real estate. All this stuff you see here is through appliance repair. Through appliance repair. All the stuff you see me building over there at that the ice cream parlor over there, appliance repair. The ice cream parlor over in Rocky Mount, appliance repair. All the vehicles, appliance repair does all that. Now I'm transitioning over into retirement, and I'm finding something that's that I can do that doesn't require me to be actually in the uniform and out there doing it every day. But appliance repair it's a career that always welcome you back. You know, always welcome you back. And the good thing about it, it's not one of these things. It's physical, it's physics and mathematics. So once you know the theory behind it, how it works, you can go anywhere and do it. You can go anywhere and do it, and you don't have to have nobody permission. You don't have to have nobody permission. Right now, like I say, if you could fix an air conditioning unit and you walk over there to the barber shop, they ain't gonna ask you where you go to school at, where you learn this at. Can I see your diploma? Can you go pee in a cup? Do you have a warrant? Like I said, you could be a serial killer if you could go out there right now. I told you when it get hot out here in North Carolina, that humidity, they don't care. They want it fixed. They don't care. They want it fixed. Same thing. That lady house I went to, she was 85 years old, and she had that refrigerator. Ain't had it 2 months. Haven't had it 2 months, and the thing haven't worked. And like she say, she whatchamacallit, she on a fixed income, and the third party warranty company, every time they call somebody out there, is $150. And she looked at her account. She said her account was she had $300, and her account was down to zero, and she needed her refrigerator fixed because she could not afford to lose her food, because she had to wait till she get paid again, because paying for third party warranty companies to come out there to look at it. Every time they come out there, the third party warranty company was taking $150 to pay for somebody to come, and she said she can't afford to do it. She had to have her refrigerator fixed, and so you go out there and you fix it, and they and you call them back and they say, hey, it's working great. It's making ice. It's never done this before. It's good. And she was happy. She was happy, and that's what I say. When you can do this type of stuff, man, people, you always can find work, always can find work, and then nobody can control you. That's the main thing. Can't nobody control you with anything. Can't nobody tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. Can't nobody tell me what to say. I say what I want to say, because I know I can go out there and make my money. Can't nobody cut my money off. I can go out there and get it. If even if they came up and say, hey, in order for to repair appliances, you're gonna have to you gotta go get a certification, a license. Nobody care. If you think right now, if you can fix an air conditioning unit and you go to a barber shop, you think they care if you got an HVAC license? No. Can you fix it? Yeah, I can fix it. You get it up and run it, they're gonna pay you. They don't care. You can't stop that. You can't stop that. Only time they can stop you with this electrical stuff and this plumbing stuff is when you're trying to get it turned on, because they can turn your power off. they control bringing the power to you and bringing the water to you. But once you're there and it's up and going, as long as you ain't got to kill the power to it or nothing, I can control the electricity coming in and out this thing. They can control it that way. But this appliance repair, you can't control me for fixing no appliances. You can't control me fixing no appliances. And the same thing with that ice machine there. They want $100,000 for that ice machine. I go there and look at it. And I said, man, they ain't got $10,000 in this thing. And I know the parts. I can go over there to Granger and buy the parts. How you gonna stop me from fixing it? I know how to fix it. I'm looking at it, and I know exactly how everything works in here because of this right here. The knowledge I got of actually how this stuff works, the theory of how electricity works, how refrigeration works. I know how all that stuff works. Can't nobody stop me. Can't nobody stop me. So I can take something that they want $100,000 for, go buy it for nothing. Have somebody give it to me, rebuild it, and then set it on my set it out there and make the same amount of money. That's what the power of the skilled trades are. Where I can go take that shipping container, turn it into an actual walk-up ice cream parlor, and fix it up because of the skilled trades. And can't nobody stop it. And that's why they want to get you out of there. That's why they want you to be trying to go to these universities and stuff and get certifications. That's what I tell people. They just say, why you so down on the university? And here it is. You got university. You got a PhD in business, and you got a PhD in nuclear physics and stuff. And you got a whole departments, a whole university, and they can't tell this guy right here. You're an agriculture school, and you can't tell this guy don't know anything. You supposed to have PhDs, and you can't tell this guy don't know anything about farming, about hemp. You can't tell this guy don't know anything about business. You don't know. You can't even figure this thing out. But I gotta go pay you money to teach me, and you don't know what you're doing. Versus you could come somewhere to somebody like me where you can see it. You can see, okay, I know this guy know what he's doing. I see him do it. I see him teach people how to do it. I see him fixing stuff. I'm showing you how to fix stuff. I'm seeing the same people doing the same thing he do. So I can go learn from him for $500. And not only that, I'm gonna make $100,000. I'm gonna not say 100, you make it, you're gonna touch it. And then not only that, you got other people, you got other careers where people are saying that they having layoffs. You ain't gonna be able to work. People ain't gonna be able to eat. People gonna be homeless. You gotta go live in a van. And what other career where people coming up saying, "Hey, we need you. Please call me now." they that's where they're begging you to come in. What other career? And every time you turn on the news, they talk about it's gonna be this bad economy and things gonna go and it ain't gonna work. And you see our career, people begging you to come into it, begging you to come in, saying, "Hey, call me right now. I'll get offline right now. Answer your phone call if you can fix an appliance in Cleveland, Ohio, in Indianapolis." He said, "I'll get off the phone right now and take your phone call." Why wouldn't you send your kids into that? Why wouldn't you send your kids into that? And they go out here and they make their money. And where else are you seeing that at? Nowhere else. So once again, thank you all for watching. And I'll be back next week. And y'all have a safe and happy Memorial Day weekend. Bye-bye.